Welcome to the NHCS Race 2 here at Charlotte. Now let's get started with your starting lineup. Row 1 will be Austin Cindric and Kyle Larson. Cindric has his first pole of the season. Row 2 will be Michael McDowell and Tyler Reddick. Row 3 will be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. rounding out the top 5 with Chase Briscoe. Row 4 will be Christopher Bell and Ryan Blaney. Row 5 is your top 10, Carson Hocevar and John Hunter Nemechek, who led some laps last week over at Iowa. Row 6 will be Ty Gibbs and Justin Haley. Row 7 will be Josh Berry and Chase Elliott. Joey Logano and Eric Jones make up row 8. Row 9 will be Hendrick teammates, William Byron and Alex Bowman. Row 10 is your top 20, is Bubba Wallace and Kyle Busch. Row 11 will be Trackhouse teammates Daniel Suarez and Ross Chastain. Row 12 will be Chris Buescher and Austin Dillon. Row 13 will be front row teammates of Todd Gilliland and Noah Gragson. Then another front row guy with Zane Smith, and then for colleague will be Ty Dillon, Brad Keselowski, and AJ Allmendinger will be row 15. Cole Custer and Denny Hamlin, row 16. Row 17, Ryan Preece and Shane Van Gisbergen. Row 18, Riley Herbst and Cody Ware. That's all your full-time drivers. Here's your part-time. Is Derek Kraus and JJ Yaley in row 19. And in row 20 will be Sheldon Creed and Joey Gase. They are at the back of the field today. Your race analysis will be 15 laps. This is the longest race of the season. Stage 1 will be 5 laps. Stage 2, another 5 laps. And then Stage 3 will be the longest stage with 10 laps around. Chase Elliott is your defending winner. He won over at Iowa last week. Here's your drivers to watch. Austin Cindric, he gets his first pole of the season. He can maybe go out and try and take home a win here today. And then same thing with Kyle Larson. He starts second. He's pretty up there. He can maybe take home a win. And then Chase Elliott, I think he's going to put on a really good performance because of his Iowa win. I think he'll put it on a really good playoff run. Then William Byron, he led the most laps over at Iowa. But after a pit stop, he could never make up his position. He's starting 17th today, and Kyle Busch, he's starting 20th. He probably won't win, but he can maybe make his way up through the field. Now the green flag is out. Let's go racing. Austin Cindric going to lead the field here today. Looks like he gets a big jump with Michael McDowell. Larson has a very bad start here today. Get a flyby of the field right here. Oh, Michael McDowell through the grass, getting up into Cindric, Cindric into Larson. They fall back. There goes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to the lead. See Larson go pull ahead of those guys. No! Cody Ware spins into Shane Van Gisbergen. Gisbergen up in the air. Drivers involved in that crash was Cody Ware and Shane Van Gisbergen. Derek Kraus is currently running. He got clipped by Shane Van Gisbergen, but is in his back end. He just got a little bit of a boost. He could not get taken out in that wreck. Now here's your stage points today. That ended the stage. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got 10. He's your stage winner. Christopher Bell got 9. Larson 8, Hocevar 7, Cindric 6, Gibbs 5, McDowell 4, Briscoe 3, Reddick 2, and Joey Logano, who rounds out your top 10 today, gets 1 point. Here's your update on the wreck. Looks like Cody Ware's tire blew and smashed into the side of Shane Van Gisbergen. Both are out of the infield care center. Ware was trying his hardest to try and make it up through the field. This is Gisbergen's second straight DNF. Now the green flag is back out for stage 2. Here's your stage 2 results due to that caution. It also ended this stage, so both stages had ended under caution. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., another stage win. He gets 10 points, Larson 9, Cindric 8, McDowell 7, Reddick 6, Briscoe 5, Bell 4. He followed back after starting second on this stage. Blaney 3, Hocevar 2, and John Hernamczyk rounds out the field today. In stage 2, he gets 1 point. The drivers involved in the wreck were only 2 guys. Gase did come close to the back end of Sheldon Creed, but never made contact. Derek Kraus is also out. He blew a tire, took out Joey Gase. And we are back green here today. This is the final stage. We got 3 wide action right there. There they go. Whoa, Stenhouse. Briscoe puts Stenhouse into the wall. Now Nemechek takes the field on. Elliott second. And we got a huge wreck right there. Multiple drivers taken out. Here are the drivers involved in the wreck. Austin Cindric, he is running. Looks like he got clipped. Bell is out. Ross Chastain is off track trying to make repairs. Same thing with Chris Buescher. Ty Gibbs is running right now. And then Justin Haley is out. Green flag is back out. 5 laps to go. As John Nemechek's going to lead the field here today. Ryan Blaney making it 3 wide. Takes the lead right there. Ahead of Kyle Busch. Busch is trying to get back up there. As we get a flyby at the field, you can see Ryan Preece back there. He is not having a good day, as Ryan Blaney is still leading the field. Blaney is ahead of Kyle Busch. Busch is getting a draft off him. As here we go, fly by the field. Ryan Blaney trying to win here. As well, we got a wreck. Looks like it's Zane Smith, Sheldon Creed, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That will put the race under caution. And the race will end. We only had 2 laps to go. So that means Ryan Blaney wins here today. So here goes Ryan Blaney with a burnout right here. And he's going to drive out there, put it in gear, and just burn those tires down. He has to make sure he doesn't burn them fully down because it's a long drive to victory lane right there. Amazing win for Ryan Blaney. Here are your results here today. Ryan Blaney takes home the win with Kyle Busch taking home second. John Hernimchek, best career finish here today in the NASCAR Hooters Cup Series. Same thing for the top 4. Chase Elliott gets 5th. That's his worst finish this season, surprisingly. Reddick 6th. McDowell 7th. Bowman 8th. Briscoe 9th. And Carson Hocevar gets up there and takes home 10th, beating out Eric Jones. And you can see Eric Jones up there. Couldn't get by Carson Hocevar. Gregson finishes on the lead lap, gets 13th. Cindric, your pole sitter, 13th. My bad. Gregson gets 12th. Gibbs 14th. Allmendinger 15th. Ty Dillon 16th. Barry 17th. Logano 18th. Denny Hamlin, who finished 2nd last week, gets 19th. Riley Herbst 20th. That was a pretty good run by Herbst. Byron gets 21st. He was not able to make up the position we thought he was going to make. As Gilliland gets 22nd, Wallace 23rd, Custer 24th, Suarez 25th, J.J. Yaley, a part-timer, gets 26th, Austin Dillon 27th, Brad Keselowski 28th, Ryan Preece 29th, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets 30th after wrecking on the final lap. That was a pretty good run by Stenhouse too. He won, but he swept to the stages, just couldn't get it done at the end of the race. Sheldon Creed finishes 31st. He did a pretty good job today in his first Cup start. Zane Smith gets 32nd. Buescher and Chastain were not able to get the repairs done and pull back out on track like they wanted to, but they finished 33rd and 34th respectively. And then Justin Haley gets 35th, Bell 36th. Derek Kraus and Joey Gase in their first starts of the season get 37th and 38th. Shane Van Gisbergen 39th, and Cody Ware gets 40th after that early race crash. So here's a look at your point standings. You can see Chase Elliott leading the point standings by getting 5th and 1st in the first 2 races. And Blaney gets 2nd in the point standings for this race. See Hocevar not too far away from Ryan Blaney. He could put it into the playoffs. Same thing with John Hunter Nemechek. He led multiple laps early on in the season. And you can see a tie for 5th with Ty Dillon and Denny Hamlin. Josh Berry up there, Chase Briscoe, Ty Gibbs. Todd Gilliland, who was in last week, falls below after a top 20 finish. And same thing with Bowman. See Larson up there, Gregson gets 12th in points. McDowell, Reddick, Kyle Busch, Byron, they're tied. Allmendinger, Cindric, Custer, and Jones. Haley and Stenhouse. And then you can see Timmy Hill up there, a part-timer with 30 points, ahead of some pretty good full-timers that can maybe get wins in the season, like Logano, Buescher, Zane Smith, and Brad Keselowski. Cody Ware, Ross Chastain, Ryan Preece, Daniel Suarez, they are all capable drivers of getting wins. It looks like Joey Gase's points did not show up. He has 3 points today. Yeah. A lot of those drivers down there could maybe get wins, like Ross Chastain, Ryan Preece, and Daniel Suarez. They are all capable drivers of driving up towards the field. You saw Ross Chastain do that last week before he blew a tire. Next race will be coming from Martinsville. There will not be a race next week. Thank you so much for watching today's broadcast from Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of NASCAR. Cannot wait to go check out Martinsville. Again, the race will not be happening next week. It will be out probably by next week. Well, the week after that. But, again, thank you for watching today's race here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway, not too far away from Concord, North Carolina.